Hello everybody, this is week 3 of economic governance and public policy. This week I'd like to talk about the Anthropocene and the need to rethink the way in which we do things economically. I'd like you to go and listen to the link governing the Anthropocene. It is a video that is linked with the International Systems Sciences Conference held in Berlin, which had the theme governing the Anthropocene. This week I want to talk about poverty and the planet and the way in which standard neoliberalism has fallen short of addressing the big issues of the day. Standard neoliberalism looks at the way in which the market is considered in making governance decisions. We can look at the challenges of poverty in the planet in technocratic terms by considering Andrew Charlton's response. I'd like you to look at the short video by Andrew Charlton on the need to grow the size of the pie through addressing technocratic changes and using these to grow the size of the economy. I'd like you to look at the alternative view of Vandana Shiva, who is the Sydney Peace Prize winner, who says that we need to live quite differently because growth equals poverty. Growth in the size of the economy, growth in the gap between rich and poor, growth in the size of our economic footprint, which is translated into ecological footprints, equals poverty in her view. Joseph Stiglitz is a more mainstream thinker who argues that we need to change what we value so that we develop well-being stocks for the future, and he talks about multiple dimensional approaches to economics for well-being, so that we think in terms of a raft of measures and reframe the way in which we see economics. If we look at the video clip by Judith Butler, who is the Hannah Arendt professor who participates in the Occupy movement, she says the answer is in redistribution, and that if the lack of justice, social and environmental, ecological justice is not addressed, then food and safety and a job and a home become impossible demands for many. So this week we address the key point in economics, namely the need to value nature and society and not just the economic bottom line, and that this is very important. However, it is critiqued by those who say it's impossible to put a price on nature, and that by trying to do this we are in some ways putting the fox in charge of the hen house. So there's a debate, and I'd like you to follow that debate, starting with some of the mainstream writers who sketch out the neoliberal economy, those who talk about social democracy and the need to manage the market, those who consider the need for a green economy, those who say that we should simply change the way in which we see the dualism between nature and human beings and realize that species are interconnected and that we should recognize our hybridity and interconnectedness. Someone like Debrah Bird Rose talks about this nature human divide that has been created through a colonization of the mind and colonizing territory, and that we need to rethink our place in the fabric of life, and that then we will place the economy on the right footing. We will realize that it is simply a human construct. Thank you.